In this video, I am going to solve this problem where we need to find the equation of a circle which goes through the point 1, 1. So the circle goes through the point 1, 1 and it has a radius of 1/2 times square root of 10, and finally it's centered on the line 3x minus y minus 7 equal to 0. That means the center of the circle is on this straight line. As usual, to solve a problem of this type, it is better to sketch it and then get an overall view of what we are looking for. So here is a sample sketch. Let's assume that the circle is centered at HK. Okay, the center is at H, K, and it goes through the point 1, 1, which is this point, and also that center is on the line y is equal to 3x minus 7. So I just solve for y in this given equation. Okay, I express it in the form y is equal to mx plus b, and also the radius r is 10 1/2 times square root of 10. So let's say this is the radius r. Okay, or I can draw the line from here to here, from center to the point 1, 1. And that radius is 1/2 times square root of 10. Now my objective is to basically find the equation of the circle in this format. Basically x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square, where r is the radius and h and k are the center of the circle. Now note that they have given radius to be 10 square root of 10 times 1/2, or 1/2 times square root of 10. So that means that the distance from the center, so let me use a different color, so distance from this center to the point 1, 1 is gonna be 1/2 times square root of 10. And you know the distance formula, which is distance is given by square root of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. I'm just gonna use this distance formula and set it up. So the distance from the center to 1, 1 is gonna be h minus 1 whole square plus k minus 1 whole square. Square root of that is gonna be equal to 1/2 times square root of 10. Now if I square both sides, I'm gonna get h minus 1 whole square plus k minus 1 whole square is equal to square root of 10 square is just 10, then square of 2 is 4, which by the way is 5/2. Now I'm just going to simplify it slightly further and then come up with the values of h and k. Now look, this center HK is on the line y is equal to 3x minus 7. Y is equal to 3x minus 7. So that means HK must satisfy this equation y is equal to 3x minus 7. So y is gonna be my k, right? K is equal to 3h minus 7. Now what I am going to do, I am going to take this k value and plug it into this. Let me call this equation number 1 and call this equation number 2. So take the equation 2 and plug it into 1, and if we do so, we get the following. So I just replace k by 3h minus 7, and ultimately this is what I'm gonna get, h minus 1 whole square plus 3h minus 8 whole square, and I'm gonna bring the 5/2 to the left, so that's gonna give me negative 5/2, and that's gonna give me 0 on the right. Now I'm going to simplify it and come up with a solution for h. I have done much of algebra here, so let me just tell you what I have done. So look, 3h minus 7 minus 1 is 3h minus 8. So I have h minus 1 whole square plus 3h minus 8 whole square minus 5/2 is equal to 0. I brought the 5/2 to the left, so to this side. Now I break it down. H minus 1 whole square is h square minus 2h plus 1, and 3h minus 8. If I use perfect square formula, I get 9h square minus 48h plus 64. Then minus 5 over 2 is equal to 0. And then I combine the like terms here. H square plus 9h square is going to give me 10h square, and so on and so forth. And then in going from here to here, I multiply both sides of the equation by 2 so that I can get rid of these two. And then I just factor things out. So in going from here to here, I just do the subtraction, and going for subtraction of 5 from 130, and going from this line to this line, I divide both sides of the equation by 5 to get this. Now I should be able to factor it and solve it. So if I factor it, this is what I get. So I take this 4h square minus 20h plus 25, and I break it down as follows. 4h square minus 10h, which gives me minus 20h plus 25. And then from the first two, I factor out 2h, and from the second two, I factor out negative 5. That gives me 2h minus 5, 2h minus 5. I factor out 2h minus 5, then I get 2h from here and negative 5 from there. So 2h minus 5. So it's a perfect square. So if 2h minus 5 is equal to 0, then h is going to be 5 over 2. Now that I have found the h, I can find the value of k. Remember, k was 3h minus 7. Okay, so we are going to plug in this value and get the value of k. So if I plug in the value of h, which is 5 over 2, as I do here, and then simplify it, I get k is equal to 1/2. So my center is going to be at h comma k is going to be at 5 over 2 comma 1/2. Now that I found the center of the equation, center of the circle, I can find the equation of the circle. Remember, x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r squared. So my x minus h, 5 over 2 whole square, plus y minus k means 1/2, y minus 1/2 whole square is equal to square root of 10 over 2, which is the radius r, whole square. Now all I have to do is simplify this thing, and then I will get the equation of the circle. Now let me walk you through these steps. So x minus h whole square, y minus k whole square is equal to r square. R is square root of 10 over 2. Now I am using the perfect square formula. Just to remind you, a minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2 times a times b plus b square. I am using this formula to simplify this. So x square minus 2 times x times 5 over 2 plus 5 over 2 whole square. Similarly for this one, y square minus 2 times y times 1/2 plus 1/2 square. Then if I square the radius, I get 10 over 4. Then I simplify things. Look, these 2 and 2 cancel out. That gives me 5x here, and x square is just x square. And 5 over 2 whole square is 25 over 4. Then y square is y square. These 2 and these 2 cancel out. That gives you negative y. 1/2 whole square is 1/4. Okay? And then minus, I bring these to the left. Then I have negative 10 over 4. And on the right, I have 0. Now I just rewrite the terms x square plus y square minus 5x minus y. Then combine this, and this. So put the constants together. If I do that, I get 25 plus 1 minus 16, minus 10, which is going to give me 16 over 4. And these terms don't change, okay? All of these stay as it is. So 4 goes into 16 4 times. So your final answer is this. This is the equation of the circle with the given conditions. So you have x square plus y square minus 5x minus y plus 4. That is the equation of the circle. Now let me go ahead and summarize what I did. Basically, this is the given diagram. So this one. the conditions are given. The point is point 1 comma 1, and the radius is 1/2 times square root of 10, and the center is on the line y is equal to 3x minus 7, and we are looking for the equation of the circle. Finally, we found the equation of the circle, which is x square plus y square minus 5x minus y plus 4 is equal to 0. To find the circle or the equation of the circle, we use the formula x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square. And we use the fact that center is at h comma k and the circle goes through the point 1 comma 1. So the distance between the center and the 1 comma 1, so distance between these 2 points is gonna be the radius, so which we use here. Use the distance formula, d is equal to square root of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. And then once I do that, I get an equation which I call equation number 1. And then the circle is centered at hk, and that center is on the line y is equal to 3x minus 7. So hk must satisfy this equation. That gives me k is equal to 3h minus 1. This I call equation number 2, and I substitute equation 2 into equation 1, and then I solve, and I get this at the end. Then what I do, I factor it, and then once I factor it, I get the following. Okay, I get h is equal to 5 over 2, and then I plug in that h value to get k is equal to 1/2. I plug it into this equation, k is equal to 3h minus 7. Then I use the standard formula and plug in the h and k values and simplify. Once I simplify it, I get the following. I get this equation, which by the way is the same equation as I have written down right here. I hope that this discussion was helpful. Thank you very much.